Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Let's look at Shankaracharya's great work called Soundarya Lahari. And part of the work, Shankaracharya gave us an excellent framework within one single shloka. That framework helps us to focus, do our SWOT analysis, become self-realized, and achieve our goals. I'll recite the shloka and we'll go through the 4-step process to unleashing the power within. Avidyanam antahtimiramiradipanagarim jadanam chaitanyastabakamakarandasrutijarim daridranam chintamani gunanika janma jaladau nimagnanam damstra muraripurahasya bhavati. Whenever we need to accomplish something, the know-how is very important. Avidya is not having the know-how. When we get the know-how, that know-how alone doesn't create a wow moment for us. We need to have a sense of urgency. That's why Shankaracharya is saying that Avidyanam antahtimira mihira dvipa nagari. Whenever you have a dark fog in front of you, light alone will not give you a longer visibility. You need to have little heat. That's why we need sun rays to come for certain areas flights to take off. That means our takeoff has to have the ability to harness the nature's energy, because even flights, intercontinental flights can fly sometimes, but if you are launching a satellite, it requires the nature's powers to be harnessed, because certain days, when rainy days, you cannot launch a satellite. So now we understood that what is the missing piece of knowledge, how can we get and how can we feel the sense of urgency by harnessing the energy within. But the second challenge that we have typically is the inertia. That when we get inertia, one-time motivation and we are set on track is a myth. Shankaracharya is busting it here, saying that Jadanam Chaitanya Stabaka Makaranda Srutijari. He is saying that you need to give yourself a pep talk every minute. And as if the pep talk should pour you in the nectar of motivation, then you will be bouncing back every minute of your pursuit. So motivation cannot come in the morning and sustain throughout the day. So this is something that we need to make sure that we remember in our ability to self-motivate. We know that motivation can come from others, motivation can come from opportunities, but external stimulated motivation will have very limited potential. Self-motivation can make sure that you can sustain, you will become the Duracell bunny. Then third one is, now you know the knowledge, then you have a framework to continuously self-motivate, but you feel that you are not resourceful. Lack of resources is something that we are always mentally constrained. Physical lack of resourcing can always be overcome through our creativity. So here, Avidyanam antahtimira mihiradvipanagari jadanam chaitanya stabaka makaranda srutijari daridranam is resourcefulness or lack of it. Daridranam Chintamani gunanika. Come out with Chintamani is a magical power that can give you. This is the power within you can unleash, but don't unleash one Chintamani. Gunanika is a long number according to Katapayati Sankhya. Unleash the entire opportunity bouquet that you have, right? Like this is the entire treasure chest you have within you. Unleash that. Once you unleash it, your lack of resources or your thinking that you are not resourceful will be completely overcome. You know the knowledge, you have created a sense of urgency. Now you are continuously motivating yourself and you have created a way to creatively maximize the resources that you have and overcome where there is a resource gap through your creativity. Fourth one is, lot of other things divert you, distract you, keep you away from your target. Janma jaladau nimagnanam. This is what it is. You know what? I'm really committed to this, committed to that, not to my goal. So here Shankaracharya is giving us a framework saying that go, do your meditation. The Kundalini within you, the Devi, is going to uplift you in such a way that you become very focused. Janma jaladau nimagnanam damstra muraripu varahasya bhavati. These are very powerful sounds and energies. When you focus on that, you unleash your inner potential and you can achieve whatever you want. On this auspicious Navaratri time, I would really like all of us to take on this challenge. Make sure that whatever is the pursuit that we have, make sure that we have the knowledge that is required. Make sure that we are continuously motivating ourselves every minute of that pursuit and not dropping the ball, and making sure that our resources are creatively, optimally used, and where there is a gap, think through, come with a creative solution to fill the gap. Once you have, then you are going to achieve whatever you can and whatever you want to within the timelines, because now your focus is unleashing the power within and harnessing it through channeling your energy, focusing and achieving it. May this Navaratri inspire you to take on goals that you always wanted to pursue in your life. Set the goal, acquire the knowledge that is required in your pursuit. Once you acquire, continuously motivate yourself. Once you motivate yourself, make sure that you creatively address the resources that are required to achieve that goal. And finally, balancing your other commitments and not missing a beat in terms of your eye on the end goal. That is the challenge that I open up to you, and let's all take this challenge while achieving our goals. Make sure that social and universal good is balanced, not as an afterthought, but as an integral thought. That is really social responsibility. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.